So then Randy, the camera guy, he comes into the office yesterday. We had a little meeting after the show. And
What's up, Randy?
Hey, Randy.
Morning, guys.
All right, there's Randy. All right,
Randy.
Randy's our own show Eeyore.
Yes. Though he doesn't have an Eeyore attitude.
No, he doesn't.
No.
Super fun attitude.
I'm not like sad or anything. Just I guess my voice just sounds like lackadaisical. Just
Lackadaisical.
like a lazy, sad person. But I'm not.
No, he's not. He's not. All right, so anyway, Randy comes in and he announces to us that he really wants to have his tonsils removed. Now,
Take him out already.
and tell everybody why
All right.
you want to have your tonsils removed.
Gladly. So, I was. All right, so I had this segment last week or 2 weeks ago for the whole Goonies review thing, and the text started blowing up about how I sound like Bob from Bob's Burgers. I sound like Snuffleupagus
From Sesame Street.
From Sesame Street. I sound like I have food in my mouth. I sound like a monster. And I was like, damn. All right. Well, geez, I didn't know I sounded like that.
Yeah.
And then so my mom decided to listen to that one day, and a couple friends, and they're like, yeah, you do sound a little weird, And I've always noticed that like my tonsils are like crazy big, like, and I'm a hypochondriac. So the second I saw big tonsils, I started Googling stuff, and there's like tonsil cancer. And then just like tonsillitis.
So you're saying that the tonsils affect your voice.
Well, what else could it be?
Maybe that's just how you sound.
Maybe that's just your voice,
yeah,
man.
That's just your voice.
Right. So, well, I mean, my gigantic tonsils are just there for show. Like, come on.
So what does that have to do with your voice?
Seabass, do tonsils affect your voice?
I've never heard of such a thing.
Getting your tonsils out could affect the way your voice sounds subsequent to it, but I don't think your tonsils right now are affecting your voice.
Right. No, and it's just I don't know. Like, I feel like it's.
He's so self-conscious
I
about
know.
the comments that
I'm
people
not
sent
so-
over on the
From
text.
one segment.
What do you
From
think?
one segment that he now wants to have his tonsils removed. Now, he
Dude.
did consult with somebody, and they said that you're really supposed to do this when you're younger, when you're like a kid.
Yeah.
Right, and that's the
not that you're an old dude. You're 21 years old. You're a young fella.
Yeah,
Dulcet tones.
Yeah.
Dude, and then I overheard him talking about going to Tijuana or something to get his tonsils removed.
No, my mom was like, she's like, so our dentist in Tijuana, she got them removed when she was like 24, and so my mom was like, oh, it's totally fine. You can totally get the surgery when you're older. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Like my doctor, when I went in, he was like, yeah, you may qualify for this special procedure where it takes super fast, it's super quick. They put you down and they just blast a laser in your mouth.
I love when Randy uses his voice to do an impression of somebody else's voice.
Yeah.
It's just an octave away.
Yeah. How's the doctor sound again? What does he say?
Yeah.
Sounds like this.
Randy,
You could work at South Park.
Randy, you can't trip off the text, man.
No, I'm not
Like,
tripping off the text,
We
but it's
all
like,
get destroyed on a
yeah.
daily basis.
what if
I
I'm
mean-
like, this is my health anxiety kicking in. Like I sometimes pull a
great,
woody and
now
just
we
start
have
thinking
two.
I'm dying. Like
what does your doctor
I'm
say? You-
slowly. Well, my doctor, for starters, always looks to remind me how fat I am. So before he finally got to the point of my tonsils, he's like, yeah, they do look a little big.
He's like, yeah, you do kind of sound fat.
Get it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I mean, people don't just go to the doctor to get their tonsils out for no reason.
Yeah, it's not like elective
Well,
surgery.
right. It's
I'm
not
not-
like,
I'm not-
I think I'm going to get them out.
I'm not like it's not
I'm
like
concerned about
Well, you're-
tonsil cancer.
Right. Your
Yeah.
doctor would have to say, hey, you've got tonsillitis, or, some problem that we need to take your tonsils out.
A lot of people texting over saying they had theirs out at like 25, at 30, and they said it's like the worst pain ever.
But you,
And what if
Yeah.
taking your tonsils out
does
makes your
nothing.
voice deeper?
Right.
oh well. At least I won't have big tonsils.
Got my tonsils out at 27. It was the worst thing I ever experienced as the 5'6".
Do you even feel your tonsils?
I know.
at
How do
all?
they get in the way?
Well, I mean,
No, you don't. Don't lie.
If you're tripping off your voice, maybe go to like a voice coach or something. But you're perfectly fine, dude.
it's
You're
always
tripping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Randy.
I know.
I know you're still new in radio. Man, I tell you what, if we took every comment that came across on social media or
None
on
of us would
text,
have even made it to Los Angeles.
we would have killed ourselves years ago.
Yeah,
You got to let that stuff just roll off your back. Who
dude,
cares,
I get
man?
destroyed on a daily basis.
Right. Exactly. Look at Menace.
Destroyed.
We all do.
Yeah.
From top
Totally.
to bottom.
Yeah.
Everything about me.
He's saying get his tonsils out for
Yeah.
his voice.
some people speculating that Randy has too strong of a gag reflex and he wants to.
Oh.
Oh, I've never heard of anybody wanting to get their tonsils out.
Yeah.
well, I
This is
mean,
all new to me.
Sounds
A lot of
pretty
people
scary.
texting over saying that if your doctor is suggesting that you get them out electively, it's only because they're trying to get paid through insurance. That's it.
Or they're in
Right.
Tijuana.
Because if you don't medically
Yeah.
need it, they're saying there's no reason to get them out.
Yeah. Anyway, well, thank you, Randy. There's Randy,
Cool,
the
nice.
cam man.
Oh, Rand.
Just be you, Randy.
Yeah,
Come on.
don't trip off anybody.
I mean, I'm not gonna get removed, but if they want to shoot a laser in my mouth, all right.
oh come on,
If they want to.
depressing me
Well,
right
this
now.
morning
No,
he came
not
in.
depressing.
This morning he came out and said, "Have you thought any more?" Well, actually, when I saw Randy walk in, he was talking to Julianne. They walked into the building together, and he was like bending her ear about how
About
bad he
doing
wanted to
this?
have his tonsils out.
Oh, boy.
And she's like, listening, like, "Oh yeah," kind of going along with it. And then I said, "Are you still talking about this?" He goes, "Yeah. It's to the point now where if nobody will do it for me, I'm just gonna lance him myself."
Oh, my God.
I'm like, "That sounds like an awful idea."
Oh, Randy.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
That won't kill you.
It's like those dudes who go on YouTube and they look up how to do their own vasectomy.
Yeah.
right. Randy,
Come on, man.
Come on, man. all over some texters
No.
and people on social
Well,
media.
Yeah.
and frankly, all of us in this
Yeah.
room.